stretch.
Morning, boys. We are back at it again. We got the whole Sledaddicz crew here. We are starting our trip again for this year, a kickoff trip up in Cochrane, Ontario. Got Kostia over there, buddy Quentin over here,
Hello.
and Andrew over here. And it's already been a pretty fun couple of days. Jesse came in at 4:30 in the morning last night from actually grooming top A trail, so that was a pretty cool experience.
Sledaddicz has stolen the polar bear rider's piston bully. We're out grooming the A trail, and now we're on the just coming back from the Zeverly Rapids Bridge on the L103.
We had a couple.
Why did you come in at 4:30?
Let's leave that for another video.
What happened?
Ran out of gas. And then clearly the boys had a good night while I was out sitting in the groomer.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of beverages.
For sure.
Nice dinner.
Sleds all struggled to start this morning. It's -31.
So we had one sled that wouldn't start. We had one Range Rover that wouldn't start. Everything else seems to be working okay so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're gonna get at it in probably the next half an hour or so. We're heading to Hearst, and then we'll see you guys on the trail. Good morning, everyone. It's just after 10 o'clock. Crew's all ready to go. We got Andrew on the Mach Z, Mike on the XRS, and Kostia on his X850. And we are heading out to Hearst. It's a cold day, -32, but we're sled addicts, so the cold doesn't affect us. Well, it does. We just dress prepared and we come prepared. So just heading out A west all the way into probably just out to Moonbeam, and then we'll take the L123 through the bottom through Moonbeam, and then up into Cap for lunch at O'Brien's and a gas fuel up. But yeah, can't wait. I groomed some trails last night. Awesome experience. I'm getting better as an operator. Lots of training, more to do, and you can always learn something no matter how much you're doing it. So looking forward to really getting into it, and hopefully I'll start as a groomer operator soon, going solo. Welcome to our winter wonderland. Damn right. Especially when you compare it to where I live, where we're mowing our lawns, but hopefully winter will get a kickstart pretty soon. Yeah, so this trail just straight all the way until we're gonna make a right over the train tracks, go down a logging road, and then make a left on Stubby Road, which is the intersection of the A103 and the A, and then we're gonna continue on the A directly across the Frederick House River, which I staked on New Year's Eve at 12:05 a.m., so you'll see that in a bit. And then we're gonna head straight into Smooth Rock for gas at the Esso, and then on to Moonbeam, and then eventually to Hearst to the Companion. The Sledaddicz crew is back for another awesome season. We got 2 XRS 850s if you guys haven't been following us, and Andrew got a Mach Z, and Mike got a Mach Z, and my dad just got a VR1 850 that we picked up last week. So we got all our sleds in. We're super lucky, and we're really excited to put them to the test and put on some serious miles this season. So I got my full saddlebag setup going. I got my combo bag holding some 8 liters of oil for me and Mike, because Mike's running his 850 today. And I also got, not only that, I got my SR21 bag for all my clothes, and then I also have my Trail Pro bag for all my tech and snacks and stuff like that for the day. Okay, so we just pulled up to the Greenwater pit stop. The trail was absolutely mint. And Mike forgot to close his jacket, so we're pulling over. Oh yeah, and my oxygen isn't even plugged in. Don't go in front of me. Whew. Make sure I got heat. Beautiful. Oh man, the Bergstroms, game changer. Game changer. Whew. Yeah, so we set up, we're good buddies with Clark Wilson from Bergstrom Skeggs. And like we had on our last 850s, we put on a set of triple point carbides, and it just changes the whole handling. It really complements these Gen 4 skidoos, especially with the Pilot X skis and the Rouse X front suspension. So yeah, we have the triple point 6-inch carbides, and they allow the machine to really bite, doesn't lift the skis, and they work super well. It doesn't lift, I mean like no inside ski lift. So, unfortunate again, we have run out of premium gas in Smooth Rock. So, we're going to be just carrying on to Cap and hoping we're going to make it. Yeah, I think we will. We have plenty of gas. Oh, there they are. I'm doing circles like an idiot. So, next stop is where? Well, we're not going to go, Mike, we're taking the L123, so we're going to go right through Moonbeam for gas. Moonbeam for gas, then lunch, yeah. And then the reality is, when we come through Moonbeam, we'll determine if we need gas. If not, it's another 30K to Cap. To Cap. Well, yeah, but we're not going to go straight on the A. We're going to go down through the L123. It's open into Cap.
I can barely hear you.
Your what's still freezing?
Hey, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. We're burning daylight, boys. Drew, what do you think of the XRS?
Yeah, it's great.
Why can't I hear you?
I thought I was going to keep riding it.
You're not in my... I don't hear you in my ear. Oh.
Didn't you say it was mine now?
Oh, yeah. Keep continuing. Here you go. Drew wants to ride the XRS.
I have to ride it when I can actually fucking see.
Note to self, even the oxygen doesn't work excellent with glasses. It's probably the better bet out of most helmets out there, but at the end of the day, the best solution is get contacts or get LASIK. And off the Cap. No gas in Smooth Rock. Drew is liking the XRS. Now we're gonna cross the river. Yep. Yeah, my digits are starting to get a little cold for sure. I'm still, even though the left side of the trail is groomed, I'm going to resist it. Let that trail set up, and it will be beautiful for our ride home tomorrow.
Well, we just finished our lunch stop here in Kapuskasing. We come to this place quite often. It's O'Brien's. Awesome lunch. The boys are all ready to go again. Had a nice morning ride. Lots of stops today, just kind of taking our time, which is great. So we're gonna hop back on the A trail towards Hearst. Just saw a groomer go by. They're going down to Packmore Trail. I love it. So good to be back out with the boys riding. Oh yeah, it's just after 3 o'clock, so we have been definitely taking our time today, which is all right. We're having a blast. It's the first time the four of us have been back together this year, so it's always a good time. And this is our usual first trip of the season. We always do kind of the night over at the Companion in Hearst, which is a great spot. If you haven't been there, definitely The ride from Cochrane to Hearst is awesome. And we're just gonna come up here, come across just a river crossing. And then we'll get back over the river on the other side and pick up the trail again, the 8 trail. Whoa. Thanks, Jesse, for not putting my gas cap on properly. Never let your buds gas up your sled. And Andrew on the mock. Thanks, Jesse, numbnuts. You didn't screw my gas cap on, you jerk. All fun and games. Good group of guys. Jesse got us kind of all connected a couple of years ago, and you know, we kind of stay in touch over the summer. Obviously talking sleds and getting ready for winter. But such a good group of dudes, and nothing more than kind of the four of us enjoy than getting out and doing some riding. So I'm sure this is going to be a fun trip as usual. Bunch of guys here coming through town and Kapuskasing. Trails are in pretty good shape considering. I expect, you know, usually this run from Cap to Hearst is usually pretty much perfect. And even though it's kind of early season, it's a beautiful ride. He didn't put my gas cap on. Numbnuts. Jesse didn't screw on my gas cap.
No way.
Yeah, way. Flew off and gas all over me.
Wow. Wow. You didn't take his gas cap.
Flew off. The amount of snow dust, just because it's been so cold up here, I've actually probably the last I would say yesterday for sure, the snow dust was, it was so cold the snow dust was actually kind of hanging there. So I'll give these guys a little bit of lead time just so that I can actually get some good footage. And then you guys can actually see what these trails look like. I've spent probably enough time now on the 4-stroke Mach Z, and I think my 850 just got broken in earlier this morning. So that's kind of the thing that we always like to do, is we get the sleds up here. There's no better place to break them in. It's just a really good mix of trail riding up here, where you get, you know, you can get some tight twisty stuff, and then you can also get some of those highways where you just let them eat. Or as Adam, our groomer buddy, would say, give her the beans. Love it. The 850 was funny. I noticed it was pretty sluggish in break-in. Like, I was only getting like 7,600 RPM, and then finally it just started to open up on our ride up to the canyon, and oh my god, it's amazing. 8,100, 8,200 every single time. Just so responsive. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the differences between obviously the Mach, the 4-stroke 900R, and our 850s. And so, you know, we all have had enough time now on it, and we can pretty much all agree that our favorite sled is definitely the Skidoo Renegade XRS 850. It's just, for us, I think, the right sled.
I think the biggest thing when you get into the junked out trails is you can actually move through the bumps pretty well. I mean, the suspensions are just insanely good, and it just works so well. So definitely, I think for me, for sure, I know for Jesse, and we're just getting Andrew teed up as well. I know he's riding the mock. All right, I'll go. And Andrew's just getting set up. You know, he's been riding this mock and he's got one on order. So I said, hey, Andrew, just come up. You know, you'll take the mock for this trip, just so you can see what it's like and what to expect. And it's funny. I mean, we all started out like absolutely loving it. And we just realized, like, swapping back and forth between the 850 and the mock, it's different, and definitely the sled that we prefer is these XRS 850s. They just, you hit these little stutters on the trail or whatever it is, and they just suck it up. Like, you really don't feel it. Now, when I got the mock, Jesse and I, when we had it up here, when we were up here volunteering, we sort of said, hey, we definitely got to change the seat on it. The seat is much too soft. So I ended up picking up it's basically the same seat that comes on the 850s or the 600Rs, and that made a massive difference. But we gave it to Andrew. He said he liked the comfort seat, so we put the other one back on it for him. And even him, like, going back and forth, he definitely is kind of leaning on the same post that we are, which is, it's a great sled. We totally see the appeal. No oil. The motor's just super buttery smooth. It's incredible when the power comes on. Launch control, tons of fun. It actually corners and handles really well out of the box. But again, like, it just doesn't have that light, sort of nimble feeling like our 850s do. And so for us, we just prefer the 850 overall. And it's great. I certainly see the appeal, you know, for those saddlebag trips, overnighters, when you don't want to carry oil with you. It's awesome. Trail's just absolutely perfect. Beautiful. Just fresh, hard pack. Love it. Nothing better. I said to the guys, like, there's nothing more I'd rather do than just be up here riding with these guys. Love my wife, love her tons. She's the best girl, and no one understands me better. And she, gives me a lot of leeway to get away lots in the wintertime. But there's just really nothing more that I love doing than being out here. And there's just no better release, better way to enjoy the outdoors, or then enjoying the outdoors, than for me being out sledding. Man, it's been so much fun, guys, doing this channel. You know, Jesse has put Sled Addicts really into full motion, and he's done such an amazing job. It's been a pleasure, you know, just kind of collaborating together, and us putting together the comments. You know, we read all the time. He's always like, we gotta answer everyone. Everyone needs to kind of be connected in, right? And it's been so much fun. It's been a lot of fun doing this channel, getting some of the rides recorded, doing a lot of the mechanical and accessories stuff, and just sharing our information, right? Like what we've learned over the years. And that was really the whole goal, was just being able to share the knowledge. It was pretty cool. We had one of our subscribers actually up, this guy Joe, who was riding with us yesterday, and I mean, he even said, like, he didn't really know much about Skidoo and what he was buying, and he kind of found the channel and started watching all the videos, and it's we're incredibly grateful. It's a really cool feeling to help others. And even back at the Westway, I mean, the guys see the Sled Addict signs on our sleds, and some of the kids next door came up and said, hey, we love the channel, so we gave them a whole pile of stickers, and it's been really neat. Honestly, we never expected it, so a huge shout out to all you guys for tuning in and watching the channel. We love you, and it's so great to be able to be connected through organized snowmobiling, and just the passion that we have and the dedication for the sport is huge. So thank you all, really. Jesse and I really appreciate it. And we're gonna bring you as much more content as we can this year, right? So just do a quick check-in, make sure everybody's good. All right, we just rolled in. We're at the Companion in Hearst, Ontario. Had a really good ride. The last few K was definitely a little bumpy, but overall awesome ride. Happy to be here. We're going to be staying overnight. You guys can probably see in the background there. Awesome place to stay if you ever get up here. Just heading over now. You're going to come around the heated sled storage, which is beautiful because we all kind of hang out in here, thaw the sleds overnight, and it's awesome. It's where everybody basically parks overnight. Let's see if we can get in here. Maybe not. There's the guys there. Can't even get in. What's going on, boys? How's the ride? Everybody feeling good?
Warming up.
I think it's like negative 35 now.
Yeah, 36 I think.
Negative 36, yeah.
Love it.
This is interesting. What do you notice in commonality between every sled in this
room?
garage?
It's a showroom.
It is a skidoo showroom. Don't see too many Arctic cats in here.
No.
Hey, this is their
It was so cold that it was really hard to record video on the GoPro. We got a decent amount, but it was still difficult to get certain sections just because of how cold it was.
There's our lineup. Such an awesome idea. It's super nice, super hot in here.
If you're coming to Hearst, definitely stay in the Companion.
Love it. Good stuff, boys. Good ride today.
Yeah.
Now it's
Send it
time.
again tomorrow.
Now it's time for drinks.
Yep.
Let's go.
Night, everyone. If you liked that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Sled Addicts YouTube channel, where we release content on everything snowmobiles. Also, hit that bell icon so you can be updated every time we release new videos.